For 2.5 decades, he was one of the CIA's best and most dedicated black ops specialists, serving on missions around the world and in the highest ranks of the agency.
He released a book about his career last year, Black Ops, The Life of a CIA Shadow Warrior, detailing his dealings with international assassins, spies, revolutionaries, and terrorists. And Rick Prado joins us live. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I think a lot of people are amazed by how this world actually exists. How did you get involved in the CIA to start with? Because you came from Cuba. You were born in Cuba.
Yes, I was born in Cuba, was there for the revolution, saw things that a 7-year-old shouldn't be seeing, some of the atrocities that were committed right after Castro took over. And I think that began the stealing of my medal for becoming what I was to become. Right out of high school almost, I joined an elite military unit called Pararescue, Air Force Pararescue. And subsequently, I applied to the agency a couple of times, and on the second time, they took me on board because they needed a native Spanish-speaking guy with paramilitary skills.
Yeah, and you were driven by, you were a fan of James Bond, but unlike being in the CIA working with the Sandinistas, it's not black and white. It's got to be messy and a gray area. How do you sort that out as someone trying to figure out right from wrong?
Well, I think that was one of the main purposes for the book. You know, my agency gets a very bad rap, and that's bad enough, but my colleagues get an even worse rap. Being treacherous people, the alcoholics, blah, blah, blah. You know, and we've lost so many men and women. 139, third of those after 9/11. So for me, it really stuck in my craw to see them being maligned and their children not being able to see something or read something positive about them. So yeah, that's the I think that's the motivation for my writing the book and for my career was trying to do the best I could to pay back this wonderful country for the debt of honor that I owe this country.
So you retired 2 years after 9/11. You said you had some frustration with how the CIA was handling terrorists. How are we doing with that now?
Well, obviously, I'm no longer privy to all the ins and outs, although I still have some of my proteges in there. You know, the agency will always do an above and beyond what most people expect. My pet peeve was a program that was very well thought out, not only by me, but I took point on that. And it was turned down for political reasons. And I think that is the biggest problem that we have in our agency, is that instead of having internal leadership, God knows we got enough smart people like Cofer Black or Jose Rodriguez who could move to be a DCI. It is run by political appointees, and thus their loyalty is first and foremost to their sponsor, and they lack the credibility with the rank and file. I mean, if you've never sat in a car in a dark alley with a terrorist like I have, how do you empathize with my mission? How do you empathize with the stress? So.
And the flip side of that is, while you say agents like yourself are well-meaning with good intentions, do you feel, looking at the history of the CIA, that maybe we stick our nose where it doesn't belong?
Well, you know, I'm not saying I can't speak for anything before my time, and I know that in the 60s we were fighting a very different kind of war because of that part of the Cold War wasn't the same kind of that I fought in the Cold War. So for me, the main deal here is my guys and gals, our colleagues, do the best that they can with what they're presented with. The oversight that the agency enjoys, and I mean enjoy not as a sarcastic comment, enjoys because we have the benefit of knowing that the White House and Congress and our supervisors do not exceed the limits of the things that are approved. You know, some people talk about the Iran-Contra issue. Well, let's face it, that was an issue that was, you know, approved under Reagan, and it flowed downhill.
Yeah.
Well, for more, you can check out rickprado.com, or you can follow him on Twitter. The book is Black Ops, The Life of a CIA Shadow Warrior. Thank you, Rick.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you for having me, guys.
We'll be right back.